At number 4 for both of us is Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. Now, Emeka Egbuka, I think, Dawn, you'll agree with this. He might have one of the highest floors we've seen at the receiver position in recent memory, honestly. He's such a refined player, a smooth route runner. He knows how to get open against man or zone coverage. 86.2% career separation rate. That's 95th percentile for wide receivers. Only a 5% drop rate for his career. Really strong hands as well. 54% contested catch rate in his career as well. Good size at 6'1", 205 pounds. Now, the weaknesses, he's largely been used as an underneath receiver. Doesn't really have the top end speed to kill a defense. He's solid after the catch, but not the most dynamic, I don't think, after the catch. And he's been used mostly as a slot receiver his entire career. It's kind of unknown whether or not he could be a consistent outside threat in the NFL. But again, super high floor player. He knows how to get open against man or zone coverage. Strong hands for the position. I don't know if he'll ever be much of a downfield threat, but he should eat underneath as likely a number 2 receiver for a team in the slot. And like a lot of these guys that we talked about already, just an extremely high IQ wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, and bounce back, too, from kind of some nagging injuries that he had in 2023 and had a great year this year, even kind of in the shadow of Jeremiah Smith, right? But there's 4 things that stand out to me with Egbuka. 1, just a really efficient mover, right? He's maybe not a 4-2 or a 4-3 guy, but an efficient mover, an efficient route runner. Really good hands. I mean, I don't think there's any question about that. He's going to be reliable. He's going to catch the football. The concentration for me, especially in tight spaces, when you talk about getting between, in those tight zone windows, in between linebackers and safeties charging downhill on you, I think his concentration in those tight spaces is among the best guys in this class. And the other thing, too, you talk about a willing run blocker. He might be at the top of the list in this entire class as far as run blocking from the receiver position and being able to move around and help out in condensed spots, right? And I think if you want to look at the blueprint, because there's certain guys where you go, okay, how would you use them in the NFL? Certain guys playing more college-type offenses. There's a discussion even we just had with Golden about inside, outside, a little bit of both. How do we do it? Emeka Egbuka's blueprint is just this whole past year with Chip Kelly using him. I mean, it's very simple. You got an NFL-level offensive coordinator in there, and he knew exactly what to do with him. When you talk about that same kind of role as Puka Nacua's used with Sean McVay, or even he used to do it with Robert Woods, I think about before Nacua. Cooper Kupp's even played that role, for a while, where it's, okay, we're going to condense him down. We can have him run block. Then we leak him through in play-action concepts. There's a lot of different things you can do with Egbuka when it comes to the formation, moving him around, using him essentially kind of like a second tight end at times. And then he's a dynamic route runner on the outside, too, with great hands and a great feel. So I think he's one of, I think, the easiest evaluations of any player in this class, because he's going to be good. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to, I would doubt that he's going to be Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase good, but he's going to be pretty darn good, and he's going to help. He's the type of guy that helps an offense add dimensions. That kind of makes sense a little bit? Whereas, you look at, again, like Chip Kelly at Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith got all the love. He should. He's a freak as a true freshman. Emeka Egbuka adds dimensions to that offense as opposed to just being, okay, that guy who wins one-on-one outside, because of the run game and the extra inserts, because of the way he can move around. He can get in the slot. All those times I talked about Smith and Egbuka lining up on the same side of the formation. The fact that Egbuka can play inside makes that happen. So I think you get a creative offensive coach that has different dimensions for how they can use Egbuka, he's going to be a really good player.
I think these are high-end comps for him, but you envision him in the role of like a Puka Nacua or a Amon-Ra St. Brown even.
Robert Woods is one that stuck out to me. I forget where I heard that one from a few weeks ago. That's one that sticks out. The way that Sean McVay used Robert Woods when he was in L.A., I think that's the perfect one for me.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
He's got all of the same things: route running, hands, and versatility enough to help you in the pass and run game.
I loved Bobby Trees back when he was with L.A., dude. He was an awesome player. I think he kind of gets forgotten about too much in recent years. But yeah, I think that's a great comp for Emeka Egbuka. So he comes in at number 4 for us in our collective rankings. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the PFF College Football Show. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Also, subscribe to PFF Plus at subscribe.pff.com for all of the same data and grades that we use in our show, plus fantasy tools, betting tools, and our mock draft simulator.